Hello, my name is Virginia King. I'm from Australia. For a very long time, I have used digital cameras to take photos, and all my photos are stored on my computer or on external hard drives, and I've had many thoughts about what to do with them. And I also have a photo album belonging to my great-grandmother, which I like to look at and is absolutely beautiful, and lots of very old photos. And sitting down talking about it, I've thought that if we keep all our photos digital, we won't have these photo albums to look through. Well, our children and grandchildren won't have these photo albums and things to look through in the future. So what I've decided to do is go through my photos and select special photos and get them printed and put them into a photo album.
Do you see any use for putting the photos in hardback books?
I do, but I'm not sure what the lifespan of them is, and in some ways I prefer to get good quality photos printed and put them into a photo album. But if the lifespan of those books was guaranteed to be 100 years or something, that's a good option, yes.
What about who gets the photo album?
Well, as I'm printing photos of our family and our children and our grandchildren, I'm going to make sure I have not the same photos for everyone, but create 3 different albums for my 3 children.
And then how many children do they have?
Well, one has 3 and one has 1 and the other one has none. Well, that's up to them to decide what to do. Having my great-grandmother's photo album, which is a beautiful old leather-bound album, having my mother's album of when she was a child and her war experiences, and having her album of when we were children is really nice to look through. And I know there are 5 of children in my family and who gets them, but I think it's still better to have those albums complete rather than digitise all the photos. I must admit I was influenced by my sister, who every time they go anywhere take photos digitally but select ones to get printed out as soon as they return, and she makes two photo albums, one for each of her daughters. And thinking about this, and thinking about how my children and grandchildren can access my photos, my fear is that because they're on the computer or on discs, they will just ditch them, whereas if they're in a physical format, they will be more likely to keep them. And also, when you take digital photos, you take hundreds of photos. You need to go through and be selective and just print out the ones you want. Thank you very much.